WHATWUBE.
That's excellent, Jason. You know how to spell.
Before we get started, this video is sponsored by a guinea pig's tail. Oh wait, guinea pig don't have tail.
Good one, Jay. Good one.
We took popcorn to the vet.
That's right, we did. Popcorn has a cataract in her eye, which is something that happens to guinea pigs when they get older. So it happens to people too. So she has cloudiness over her eye and she can't see out of it. And the vet told us that she's not in any pain. She just can't see. Just don't, keep everything in her cage where it is, so she knows her way around. But we were very worried, and we were happy to know Popcorn. I mean, it's unfortunate that she's lost sight in that eye, but we're glad that she's not in pain, and she's just doing her thing right now, eating some lettuce. Anyway, the reason we're here is to read another episode, the latest episode. It's the Koopalings and Bowser Jr. show. It's a prequel to the Super Mario games. This is the All Koopa and Bowser Jr. channel now, which is fine. It's your YouTube channel. This is episode 46 of season 5. 5 seasons of absolute glory so far. And this episode is called Fire Koopas. And it begins with Morton Koopa Jr. walking into his sister Wendy's room while she's sleeping. And Morton gently tries to wake her up in a soft tone. It says, Wendy, Wendy. Wendy says, shut up, I'm trying to sleep. Wendy, please wake up. And Wendy starts yelling, huh? What are you doing here? Morton asks, do you want to go get a job? Wendy says, no. Morton says, oh, please, Wendy, please, please. Fine, Wendy says. So they get in their clown car and they go on the road looking for a job. So they're on the road and Wendy says, I'm getting hungry. Okay, says Morton, I will look in this backpack that I found, but it will take me an hour to open it. Because he's an idiot, I guess. He doesn't know how to open a backpack. Wendy rolls her eyes and puts her hands on her sides and stomps on the ground in the car. She stomps on the floor of the car. An hour goes by and Morton says, okay, go on, take this morsel. It's not much, but it's all I got. Wendy eats the morsel and says, that was disgusting, Morton. What was that? Morton says, it was a piece of a monkey brain. Wendy starts spitting it out and starts yelling, what do I look like, a zombie? Why, you puny little... Just then they pass a road sign. Morton says, hey, wait, what did that sign say? Let's go see. It says, Fireman Werewolf. Wendy says, no, it says Fireman Wanted. But we're not criminals, says Morton. Wendy puts her head in her hands in disbelief. Who's our new boss? I guess they've got this sign is attached to a fire department, a fire station.
Yeah.
All right, so they get out and go inside and say, "Who's our new boss?" Boom Boom comes up and smashes Morton with a hammer. I've had enough of you bad boys, says Boom Boom. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were a bully. Are you guys looking for a job? Morton says, actually, we are. Morton starts tap dancing inside the firehouse, and he's dressed like a blue-footed booby. And then he loves dressing up like animals. You need to relax, says Wendy, and she starts sipping on a cup of tea. Suddenly, Reveille starts playing, and Wendy spills tea all over herself. Now, at this fire, does that mean a fire is about to happen?
Yeah.
Okay, normally in a fire station, they just ring a bell. But this is a comedy fire station. Wendy says, wait a minute, I need to clean myself. Morton picks up Wendy and throws her in the fire truck. Sorry, Wendy, a firefighter's job is never done. They drive to the house that's on fire. Inside the house, there's a woman with a dead octopus for hair. She's screaming, "Please save my Galapagos giant tortoise." Jason, this sounds like a little similar to a Ren and Stimpy episode. Was that your inspiration here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. The woman says, "Please save my giant Galapagos tortoise." The woman gets a ray gun and turns the tortoise as big as an elephant. I mean, it's already pretty big. She drops it into the trampoline that Wendy and Morton are holding. The ray gun drops down too, and Morton grabs it and the tortoise, and he uses it on the tortoise and returns it to normal size. And Wendy is flattened, and she says sarcastically, "Thanks a lot." Then the woman says, "Save my oviraptor." Got a lot of oviraptors in this universe. The oviraptor is falling, then it shrieks. It falls on the trampoline. Then it walks over to Madame Brood. "Excuse me, Dino Dude," says Madame Brood. "What do you think of this place?" The oviraptor shrieks at her and runs to the safe house. The oviraptor safe house. We've all seen those signs that says this is a safe house for oviraptors. Madame Brood stretches her shoulders like, "I don't know." That's often our reaction to your stories overall. "Save my terror bird," the woman says. The terror bird crushes Wendy and Morton. Then the woman says, "Save my mom." I'm not going to be able to say this without. The woman says, "Save my Mammut Borsoni." What is that? What the hell's a Mammut Borsoni?
An ancient elephant.
And the Mammut Borsoni crushes them too. The woman screams, "And save my Titan Boa." The Titanoboa crushes them again as well. The woman says, "And finally, save me." Morton runs up into the burning building. The woman says, "Take me back to the ocean." "Why?" says Morton. Morton picks her up, and it turns out she's a mermaid. Morton smiles and blushes, turning red. "What's the holdup?" says Wendy. "We gotta take her back to the ocean." Wendy and Morton go to the beach. Morton puts the mermaid in the water. She grows to the size of a kraken. Wendy says, "Oh my god." The giant mermaid tries to shake them off, and she laughs like Harriet. You mean Harriet the Brutal?
Yeah.
Okay. So the mermaid, who's now the size of a kraken, continues shaking her butt. Alright, so Morton and Wendy run off, and the boss music from Mario is Missing starts playing, and then the mermaid explodes. Back at the firehouse, Boom Boom is watching the news. A female Shy Guy reporter is on the news, and she says, "Today, a mysterious explosion drifts off the coast of the Pacific, alarming a bunch of king penguins and elephant seals." Morton and Wendy say, "We're back." "You did amazing," says Boom Boom, "and I thought you guys were bullies. You certainly did better than the last guys." Then we cut to outside the firehouse, where you see the tombstones of the previous firefighters, which is very grim. Boom Boom says your reward for doing a good job is 10 billion Danishes for life. And Morton says, "Well, you can deliver those to our house. Thanks. Bye." Now, this is when you were working on this story, Mama made an important observation at this juncture in the story. It's that Boom Boom tells them they did a good job. They rescued the woman and all of her pets, but they didn't put out the fire. So, is that right?
Yeah.
So, Morton?
That's the poor.
It is a plot hole. It's lazy firefighting. It's the opposite of firefighting. They did nothing to fight. So Wendy and Morton go home. And Wendy says, "Well, I haven't learned anything. That was the worst day of my life." Wendy stomps around the room and slams the door, making the sound of a nuclear bomb explosion, and the floor starts rumbling. Down in the basement, there's a spider in a web, and it starts covering its ears. Spiders don't have ears. The spider says, "What's that noise? Please make it stop." The end. Well, I'll tell you that. I'll say this, Jay, man. This is obviously a imitation of the Ren and Stimpy episode where they become firefighters. But I like this one better. I don't like that Ren and Stimpy episode. I used to love Ren and Stimpy when I was a kid, but times have changed, and it's not really my thing anymore. I think your story is a lot better. If you enjoyed Fire Koopas, please let us know in the comments. Or if you can think of a good cartoon that could inspire the creativity of the J-Man, leave a comment. Help broaden his.
Chilled monkey brain.